assassinated our Ayatollah. And in that same council meeting, it's now my assessment based on evidence that they said, hey, 86-year-old, he didn't have that much longer to live anyway. And I think he said, I'm not going into the tunnels. I'm not going to hide. I'm going to put myself right there where I'm always at every day. And when the bombs come, they're going to take me out at that time, use me as a martyr, and then use that to rally people in our country and around the other parts of Shia Islam. And it looks like that's succeeding, at least so far. And I've talked to one, and I've read that a friend of mine interviewed another Iranian who were just passionately against the Ayatollah and have protested against him in the past and said, listen, y'all are putting us in a terrible situation because we hated the Ayatollah and wanted to get rid of that regime. We've been protesting for years in this case, and I've known this guy for well over a decade in my case. And then others have said the same thing, that, look, while we don't like him, but you think that we're going to embrace, Israel, our biggest enemy in the region, who's been doing all this stuff to us since like the 2010 Stuxnet and on forward, and assassinated people and our people in Tehran, blown up our embassies and stuff, and then now attacked us twice. You think that we're going to like embrace what they're doing and we're going to succeed? No, and they're not going to come tell us that Reza Pahlavi is going to become the new leader of Iran. I mean, are you serious? That's who we rose up against in 1979, that family. There's no way they're going to take him back, that he's going to be able to govern any kind of coalition in Iran. At least that's my opinion. So they are angry at Israel, so they're not going to embrace it. So if our thought was that we'll cause enough mayhem and wound the leadership of Iran, then they'll rise up because we've killed a bunch of their people and done stuff, and then that's going to be yay good for us. Like Lindsey Graham, he's the biggest proponent of that. I think that they're angry at him too, because your assumptions were badly flawed, because now that they're in a bad position, they're not going to turn against their own country and embrace what they've been calling the little Satan for 47 years, or the great Satan in our case. So I think that no matter what weird words comes out of Trump's mouth, like, oh, these great and wonderful people of Iran, we look forward to having them, because they said, listen, we know it's the same kind of language you guys have been using to everybody. You said that about the people in Libya. You said it about the people in Somalia. You said it about the people in Afghanistan, in Iraq, etc. You always say that kind of stuff, and then you walk away the minute it's unhappy. This is what they're saying. And so we know how that works out. We've seen this play before. So we know this is not about us, and you're going to not do anything for us once you get what you want, which is the loss of that regime. So that's another reason why they're not exactly falling all over themselves to do what we're asking them to do, and to basically become our boots on the ground so that we don't have to send in an army. I think that they're saying, yeah, you want an army? Bring an army. If you want to roll in and do this stuff, do it. Don't ask us to die in large numbers on the ground because you don't want to send in an army. And by the way, we don't even like you. So that's complicating our strategy too.